What's going on, guys? Lab TCG here. Happy Monday. We're going to be taking a look at the market today, see what's going up, see what's going down, and see if we have any surprises. So let's get into it. Alright guys, we're going to start with the Pikachu from Surging Sparks. This is the most popular card on the market right now. Prices all over the place. So let's see how it's doing. First up, $465 for a near mint copy. That is still pretty high in my opinion. It was over $600 a week ago, and I definitely see this one continuing to fall as more product comes out and it gets re-waved and new sets come out and the hype kind of dies down. There's plenty of sold listings at this price, so people definitely want this card and they're willing to pay for it. But we've seen this before with Champion's Path and Vivid Voltage Pikachu, and there was a lot of cards that out the gate were about $500, $600, $700, and then now they're $150 raw a year or two later. So just be careful out there if you're in the market for this card that you don't spend more than it's worth to you, because you might end up getting burnt on this. Let's see what we got next. And for the booster boxes of Surging Sparks, they finally broke $200. This happened a lot faster than I thought it would. They were $165 a week ago, and now they are over $200. And plenty of sales, just going straight up, but that's because now they're sold out on the Pokemon Center and most websites, so these are hard to get your hands on until a restock comes. And since the holidays are here and a lot of people want these boxes, they might even continue to even pass $220, $230, which is absurd for a booster box that's about 2 weeks old. And next up we have everybody's favorite, the Bubble Mew, sitting at a cool $191 as listed. This card literally doubled in the last couple weeks. These were about $90. People were going to the shows, buying them out at asking price, $90, $100. And the PSA 10 copy of this card is, I think it's over $600. We're going to check that next. But this card is just zooming up in price. I really don't know how much higher it could go, but now it's pretty hard to find Paldean Fates on shelves. So I could definitely see this one going up, but past 200, that's a lot for a super modern card. But right under the Umbreon and the Pikachu, I would say this is about in the third spot for the most wanted card right now. And I was pretty much on the money with $600. We have $590 plus $7 shipping. For a PSA 10 copy of the Mew, $580, $580. This one was $650. Not sure why that was more, but who knows. Yeah, this card is about $600 card now, to be honest. And this is just one of those things. It's a fan favorite. The art is really unique. We don't get a lot of shinings like this besides Charizard's, so I could definitely see the Bubble Mew creeping up little bit by little bit. But $600 for a PSA 10 Bubble Mew, guys. What do you think about that? And just to throw this one in there, guys, the Stellar Crown booster boxes, not my favorite set, but at $114, if you could get booster boxes well under retail, I always think you should pick up at least one for the sealed collection while they are heavily discounted. This could even touch $100, guys. So if you see Stellar Crown in the wild and it's under $130, under $120, and maybe you could offer somebody $100 at a show cash, and if you could get a box of Stellar Crown for that price, I think it's a pickup, guys, for sure. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So here we have a CGC slab, guys, $1,100 for the Shining Tyranitar, PSA 10. I think the CGC slabs look really good. They're crystal clear. I think the quality is good. I think the labels are good. I know back in the day when they first came out, the labels would fade and people were able to pop open the cases very easily and they had a bunch of problems, but CGC is a super reputable company. I know everybody prefers PSA and BGS over them, but I do think sometimes if you're looking for a really clean copy of a card and that matters to you, you can definitely find steals in CGC slabs because they're usually marked at least 20% lower than a PSA slab. So if you do see a CGC slab in the wild and it's a really good deal and the card is really clean, you could always pick it up and crack it out, try to resub somewhere else. If not, I think it's just a good deal for a 10. Honestly, CGC, that's my hot take, guys. Also this week we had some PSA 10 copies of the Burning Shadows Charizard selling for $2,800 and $2,700. I tried to grade one of these myself. Only got 9s back. I had 1 or 2 of them, wound up trading them for a Gold Star Charizard and a PSA 4 because that card is crazy hard to get. So pretty much I had a raw copy at a 9. Getting a 10, there's almost no shot. But $2,800 for a 10, definitely more expensive than I remember it. I think this is a good card to hold on to, just for nostalgia purposes. That was a really good era of Pokemon. One we got to look at every week is the Evolving Skies booster box, because you never know which way this one's going to go. They were $600, then they pretty much shot up straight to $900. I feel like the vendor POV videos definitely influenced the market a little bit. At least it seems that way to me, because I'm always watching them, always seeing the prices. And this is one booster box I see in almost every video being traded or sold, because people are chasing that Umbreon, or they're just chasing money and they think this booster box is going to go up, which it has been. So Evolving Skies, $864, cheapest one on TCG Player right now. And here's a set that I think is a little bit underrated, honestly. Temporal Forces. We have the legendary dogs in this one. Raging Bolt EX. The near mint copy is, let's see, lightly played. Sometimes they have Japanese at the top, so you got to be careful that you don't accidentally see a cheap price and buy a Japanese copy. So always take a look at that. Now the TCG Player does offer Japanese cards, which I think is great for the market, because now people like to rip Japanese products since the boxes are a lot cheaper. And if they get hits they don't want, they can kind of recoup a little bit of money, put them on TCG Player, and keep the cycle going. So about $80, $82 for a near mint copy of this card. Then let's check out the other two. So my favorite is Entei, the Gouging Fire. He's my favorite legendary dog out of the 3. Good memories of the movie. This one, near mint, 50. Let's see if that's accurate. Lightly played, 42. Probably about $50 card. And let's check out the Walking Wake as well. I think the art on this one is the best out of the 3. Even though Suicune isn't my favorite, I think the art for the Suicune is definitely the best. This one's slowly going up. Sometimes cards on release, once they go down like 20%, sometimes it's a good time to buy it. Never buy it the first week. This one is, let's see, $58, cheapest near mint copy on TCG Player. Let's take another look at the Greninja EX. This art, beautiful. He has the ninja stars on there. Kind of looks like a watercolor style a little bit, to me at least. And it says $344 near mint, but it's definitely a little bit less. It is $310 for a near mint copy of the Greninja. This card, I feel like people just think it's going to keep going up because it's the chase. So they think the Umbreon, the Pikachu, the Bubble Mew, like if it's the hit from the set, it's guaranteed to go up. So I feel the price for this one's a little bit high, just off of hype and not the actual card itself. But Pokemon market has a mind of its own. I could be wrong on that one. Let's take a look at the Giratina V alt art. This is probably one of my favorite arts of all time. They are finally breaking $1,000 in a PSA 10 copy. Just 2 months ago when I went to Collecticon, these were $700. Now they're all the way up to $1,000. And Pokemon is just on the craziest tear right now. This card is super minty. I graded one myself that I picked up from the show. Did grade a 9. Not gonna crack it out. It has a little white spot that I didn't catch before I sent it out to PSA. So I'll just hold on to it, maybe upgrade it if I happen to see a 10 at a show. That's a decent price. But Giratina keeps going up. Love it. Now let's take a look at some Black Friday deals. GameStop is offering $25 ETBs, guys. That's 50% off. And this is just some that people have found in the wild. Paldea Evolved, great if you could find these in the wild. They have a good promo. You could get a lot of good hits out of these. Obsidian Flames at $25. I'll rip that all day. $50, not so much. They have Scarlet and Violet base, and they probably have a few other modern booster boxes there that you could find. It's primarily these booster boxes you want to be on the lookout for. So if you go up into your local GameStop, definitely take a look if they have this sale going on. $25 for an ETB, can't beat it. And another one to be on the lookout for, guys, are these really dope 6-pack bundles at Walmart. They got some really nice big displays in the aisle, not in the toy aisle, but usually right outside the toy aisles or right next to the cards section. That's where I found mine. So you might have to take a little look around, but they are there. I've seen them at all the Walmarts I went to, so they're not sold out yet. $20, you get 6 booster packs, you get sleeves, you get a promo, and you kind of get like a card holder stand, almost like a slab stand. So $20, you could find either of these two, 6 booster packs. Great deal. And now this is probably the best Black Friday deal you're gonna see all year, are the ETBs from Target at $20. I'm not sure if this is a flyer from last year, but everybody's talking about it. It's getting circulated. I feel like at this point, they better be putting out ETBs for $20 or there's going to be thousands of angry people. So if you are in your local Target, coming up, I think the 22nd, they may put these out. If not, the 24th. That's what I saw. Definitely be on the lookout. They are showing older ETBs, Lost Origins, Silver Tempest, Brilliant Stars. If you find any ETB at $20, it's an auto buy. So Target, be on the lookout, guys. And that's going to wrap up today's Market Monday, guys. Leave a like, a comment, subscribe. Let me know down below if you pulled anything from Surging Sparks and how many packs it took. Live TCG signing out.